Okay, I want to go over today's upcoming New York session and what I'm looking for, as I want to try and record those um, analysis in advance and then probably record to the executions and how I trade the stat map and the unicorn model. So for today, opening the stat map, I have this daily manipulation projections price deviate one of the manipulation levels, the positive one, the plus manipulation, and I was expecting to for price to go to the distribution level, but I'm not sure. Seeing this reaction, we might be doing two things, either going up to the plus manipulation that failed early on and then just continue going to minus distribution, or trade back into the manipulation range and find some kind of support or something around the open that is 10 minutes away, and then move up. And we have on the upside these smooth edges right here. That those smooth edges are aligned with the Asia session. Make it a little bigger. That's the Asia session. And also we have the new week opening gap right here around the open, so probably first target around the open and then maybe down, or smooth edges and maybe down. High time frame wise, I'm not aligned. I'm not sure what's going on. Everyone's calling down already. I'm actually more decided to look for price going up. I don't know. So the plan is I'm going to wait for New Year Open in 10 minutes. My preferred draw is this smooth edges aligned with the session. So if I kind of see something like this, is if we look at it in the M5, it's probably, yeah, it's a breaker. I will use maybe that as the breaker and see something like this basically for today. I'll just wait. I'm gonna record again at open and see if we get any good live executions. Okay, New Year Open is about to happen in like 9 seconds. I want to see what's it gonna do. Okay, this could be the manipulation, then go down, as I was talking earlier with my analysis. I want some kind of close above this level, then maybe I retest and see how it behaves, and probably look for long. Okay, it looks like it really wants to go up. I don't know. Looking for 2R, maybe this. Looking for the limit, something like this maybe. That's an M15 breaker. If that entry doesn't provide, I'm probably gonna jump in here, as that's the M15 breaker, and look for something like this to maybe here. But ideally I would like to get that 30 down there. Now we just swept London highs. Also, let's mark out midnight, even though I don't use it much. It's good to have it on the chart. But still, we are below midnight, so that's good for longs, or at least that's the theory. Look, retracing. Oh, this candle it's actually not good. I don't like that. It could be that this is the manipulation right here, and that we are going down. So that will also be StatMap Unicorn, just using this level as a switched roll, making like right here it was acting as support, and right now it could be acting as resistance, even though I like how price is doing over here. Okay, price catching up again. 3 minutes into the session already. Good retest on the breaker I marked out. I'm more probably decided to play this breaker over here, like the M15, rather than the M5. But I don't know. I'm gonna wait for the next M5 candle to show up and see what it's gonna do. Okay, new candle, new M5 candle is in. Let's see. Okay, I'm probably starting to like this. I'm probably gonna take position soon. I really want to see this flip, like the same way I talked about getting something like this. I would like to see something like this before probably taking along. Okay, now I'm gonna put my limit. Okay, let's see how it goes with midnight open. If I'm losing my chance to get in, it's okay. I don't care. And you look strong. I was expecting more reaction over from midnight. You would have been already out maybe on that trade. Almost out from that breaker over here. I'm gonna wait and mark it in instead of having a limit. New candle in 20 seconds. prefer to wait and see how the new candle forms, and then probably jump in later. It's struggling. And 15, 4 minutes to close. Okay, I'm gonna jump in now. I'll place my stop loss under the manipulation level. That's also under the breaker. So I'm gonna play my initial play. That is this one. Okay, the 2R. In comparison with ES, NQ looks like the strong one. ES was struggling a bit with the manipulation level. So if now we have SMT, but if ES is able to catch up with this level, NQ might be able to at least fly and run up. I would like to, if form SMT, I would prefer for price to form SMT within the smooth edges with AC session rather than the manipulation level or the London session. It would make, at least for me, more sense to create SMT up here and then maybe go down rather than just go down here at midnight open. I mean, it makes sense too that it could be the case, but looking how strong NQ looks, I would really like to see the SMT form over here rather than down here. Now it's just time to wait. Okay, seems like price is struggling to go over the midnight open. ES is kind of catching up to NQ. I want to see ES go over these highs to like kind of break the SMT that we have right now with London session highs. And I think if ES breaks those highs, I think that opens up the door for NQ to keep going up with more strength to the smooth edges. And yeah, as I said, if we create SMT on these highs, I don't really care anymore. I'm out of the trade and that's it. So looks like NQ is kind of catching up again. ES still not getting those London session highs, so we still have SMT now, and just going through, or they're just trying to the daily candle open and new week open gap. So that's an important moment since we want to see price, at least if it rejects from here, not dying off of it, and instead like trying to keep pushing above it, while I guess ES tries to go above these highs. The new opening gap for ES is above those highs. I don't know. It could be really nice to see yes catch up on NQ and let it fly a bit and get my take profit. But let's see. Okay, now it looks like NQ might be setting for like the last push for this trade. Yes, yeah, looks like catching up on NQ. Again, I'm looking for these highs on ES and these highs on NQ. So I really want to see NQ blast through these highs, ES blast through these highs over here, and yeah, and if it creates SMT here while NQ is here, I don't care. I would be out for the trade. Oh, sure. Yeah, I would be out of the trade, and that is not gonna be my business anymore. So yeah, waiting for that push if it happens, and yeah, that's it. I might be moving my stop probably to entry, but yeah, I don't really care. I'll just leave it like that and see what happens. And it looked like I might be getting my TP here. I'm probably closing this already. Yeah, and it closed. So that was the trade. My entry was a bit messy, but that was my trade. The entry was just slightly above what I wanted, but yeah, we just smashed the smooth edges. Let me go over the overall idea. That's the important part for me, since I trade my framework, not my entry function. That's super important. You have to be able, you need to be able to frame ideas, like look for your draw and stick to your draw. Look for your entry function and stick to your entry function. Look for the manipulation levels if you're using the stat map, and wait for this to happen. ES might be catching up on here. We still have a massive SMT. Like ES is far behind NQ, and NQ looks super strong, and from here I don't really know what's gonna happen, but we don't really care anymore. We are just looking for the same, getting a piece of the price movements from a certain point to smooth edges that usually is aligned with edge session. Yeah, it's quite simple. Let's go over the trade itself. This probably should have looked something like this. Like that was the M5 breaker, and probably market entry around this level. It would have been much better, risk reward wise, like almost 3R. But yeah, when missing on M5 breakers, it's also good to look for M15. So in that case, we used this breaker over here with the stop loss below the manipulation level, and 2Rs exactly to the smooth edges. And yeah, it's quite simple. I just do this every day. When it aligns, I just execute, and when it doesn't, I just try to be on the side and not push any buttons. And yeah, today I had a pretty bad entry. I usually try to wait for better entries, but today it was so trendy and the framework was there, so I smashed the market entry, and that's it. Taking the profit and on to another thing.